Hello, I'm Daisy from Yeezy and I'll be accompanying you through the Cookies crochet bag. Let's see what's inside the crochet kit. This is the yarn we are going to use. We are going to crochet like this, from round 1 to round 5. The round 1. We are going to start on the round 1 square we provided since it's easier to start. The crochet hook is covered with Teflon so the surface of the hook is very smooth. The end of the crochet hook tells you the diameter of the hook. Here we are going to using a 3.5mm crochet hook. Threading needle. Use it to hide excess yarn. Marker clip, used in round 1 crochet. Beside the kit, you also need a pair of scissors. Let's start crocheting. First, take out the round 1 square and the yarn from the package. Let's distinguish between double crochet and chain stitch by round 1. These are 3 double crochet. The corner of the square is 3 chain stitch. Let's observe the round 2 so you can learn the structure of it. Round 2 is composed of 4 sets of these corner crochets. Each corner is connected by a chain stitch. Let's start the round 2 crochet. First, wrap the yarn around your little finger and index finger to hold the yarn. Then pinch the first layer of squares and yarn at the same time. That's what back look like. Insert your hook into this space. Yarn over. Pull the hook through the space. Yarn over again, and pull through the loop that's left on your hook. The first slip stitch has been made. Then we are going to chain 3. Yarn over, and pull through the loop on your hook. This is what we call the chain stitch. We need 2 more chain stitches. Now we have the chain 3, which is we pretend double crochet stitch and the starting point of each round. Place the yarn from the back to the front and hold it with our fingers to make it easier to crochet and to hide the yarn with double crochet. The back looks like this. Now let's pop a double crochet step by step. First, yarn over. You can prevent the loops from slipping by hold them with your finger. Go into this space and yarn over. Bring the yarn through, so you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over again, and pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. So yarn over and pull through the remaining 2. We just finished the first double crochet and we need one more. Yarn over and go into the space. Yarn over. Bring it through the space and you have 3 loops. Yarn over and pull through first 2. Yarn over again and pull through the remaining 2. We have completed our first set of triple double crochets. Slide them together to make it easier to make the next 3 double crochets. Crochet 3 chain stitches to form a corner of round 2. Keep holding the yarn. Next, crochet 3 double crochets into the same space. The first one. The second one. And the last one. Now you've formed a complete corner of round 2. 3 double crochet, 3 chain stitch, 3 double crochet. Cut off excess yarn with scissors. Let's crochet the next corner. To form this corner, you need to crochet 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, and 3 double crochets. Connect by chain stitch. From now on, we will use abbreviations. We already completed 2 sets of 3 double crochet, 3 chain stitch, and 3 double crochet. The middle is connected by a chain stitch. Let's finish the rest. Crochet 1 chain stitch to connect the previous corner. Go ahead, 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, and 3 double crochets. Pop a chain stitch to the next corner. At this point, we've finished crochet the second layer of squares. Next, we need to use a slip stitch to connect the first and the last. Find the stitch between the first 3 chain stitches and the first double crochet. Insert your hook into this hole, yarn over. Pull through the hole, and you have 2 loop-on-you hook. Bring the first loop through the second one. And the slip stitch has been made. Cut the yarn with scissors. Pull out the yarn with the hook. Let's use the needle to hide the yarn. First, thread the yarn through the needle. Find the stitch on the side of the square. Use the needle to thread through the stitch from side to side. Cut off the excess yarn. The edges look like this. First of all, let's put round 1, round 2, and round 3 side by side and observe the difference. Compared with round 1, round to square has a space at the center of each side. Let's call it center space. You need to pop 3 double crochets into a center space. Both ends are chain stitches. The round 4 and 5 in turn add 3 double crochet for the center space crochet. 1 set of 3 double crochet in the center of each side of the third layer. 2 sets of 3 double crochet in the center of each side of the fourth layer. The fifth layer has 3 sets of 3 double crochet in the center of each side. Okay, now let's start round 3. Wrap the yarn around your little finger and index finger to hold the yarn. Hold the yarn and round to square together. The back. Insert your hook into this space. Go ahead to crochet 3 chain stitches. Which is your pretend double crochet? Place and hold the yarn from the back to the front. The back. Go ahead crocheting to double crochets. Three chain stitch. And 3 double crochets. We have completed the first corner crochet. Cut off excess yarn with scissors. Then, pop a chain stitch to create the next center space. We need pop 3 double crochets into the center space. We have finished 3 double crochets. You are going to do the same on the other 3 center spaces. Now let's pop a chain stitch and move on to the next corner. Pop 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, 3 double crochets, and a chain stitch. 3 double crochets into the center space. We're finished the half of round 3. Edge space crochet formed by 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, and 3 double crochets. Center space crochet formed by 3 double crochets. Each space is connected by a chain stitch. The second edge space. The second center space. Go ahead to crochet 1 edge space, 1 center space, 1 edge space, 1 center space. That's round 3 crochet. Pop a chain stitch to start the edge space crochet. The third edge space. Pop a chain stitch to start the third center space crochet. The last edge space. The last center space. The last chain stitch. Next, we need to use a slip stitch to connect the first and the last. Find the stitch between the first 3 chain stitches and the first double crochet. Insert your hook into this hole, yarn over. Pull through the hole and the loop on your hook. Cut the yarn with scissors. Pull out the yarn with the hook. And pull the yarn to fix it. Let's use the needle to hide the yarn. First, thread the yarn through the needle. Use the needle to thread through the stitch from side to side. Cut off the excess yarn. Then flatten the square. First, let's look at the fourth square. Each side of round 4 has 1 edge space and 2 center spaces. Repeat 4 times. Same with beginning of round 2 and round 3. First pop a slip stitch. Then crocheting 3 chain stitches as a double crochet. Hold the yarn. 2 double crochets. Slide them together to make it easier to make the next 3 double crochets. Go ahead and pop 3 chain stitches. 3 more double crochets. Cut off excess yarn with scissors. Next, let's crochet 2 sets of 3 double crochets. Pop a chain stitch to start the next center space crochet. Pop a chain stitch to start the edge space crochet. We just finished the half of round 4. One side formed by one edge space and 2 center space crochet. The second side. Go ahead and repeat twice. That's the round 4 crochet. Pop a chain stitch to start the next center space crochet. Pop a chain stitch and 3 double crochets into the center space. the next center space in the same way. Pop a chain stitch to the last edge space. The last to center space. The last one. Pop a chain stitch, then pop a slip stitch to connect them. Find the first hole between the 3 chain stitches and the first double crochet. Insert your hook into this hole. Yarn over. Pull through the holes and also pull through the loop that's left on your hook. Flatten the square. Cut off the yarn and hide the rest of it with the threading needle. Pull the yarn out with hook. Fix the yarn. Thread the yarn into the needle. Find the stitches on the edge of the square. Pass the needle through the holes of the stitches from side to side. Cut off excess yarn with scissors. The sides look a bit untidy, but we'll hide those in round 5. Flatten the square. Only the 5th layer is left to crochet. First, let's look at the round 5. Each side of the round 5 has 1 edge space and 3 center space crochets. Repeat 4 times. Let's start. Wrap the yarn. Pinch round 4 and yarn at the same time. Insert your hook into this stitch. Yarn over, and pull the hook through the space. Yarn over again and pull through the loop that's left on your hook. Then 3 chain stitches. Place the yarn from the back to the front and hold it. 2 double crochets. Go ahead and pop 3 chain stitches. Three more double crochets. We finished the first edge space crochet. Cut the yarn. Each side of the round 5 has 3 center space crochets. The first center space. The third. Pop a chain stitch to start the edge space crochet. One chain stitch to center space of the second side. The second center space. The third. We just finished 2 sets of 1 edge space and 3 center space crochet. There are 2 more sets to complete. Pop a chain stitch to start the edge space. the first center space of the third side. The second. The third. Pop a chain stitch to start the last edge space. The last side of round 5. The second center space. Pop a chain stitch to start the last center space crochet. Pop a chain stitch and we need a slip stitch to connect the first and the last. Find the first hole between the 3 chain stitches and the first double crochet. Insert your hook into this hole. Yarn over. Pull through the holes and also pull through the loop that's left on your hook. Flatten the granny square. Cut off the yarn and hide the rest of it with the threading needle. Pull the yarn out with hook. Tighten the yarn. Thread the yarn into the needle. Find the stitches on the edge of the square. Pass the needle through the holes of the stitches from side to side. Flatten the square. Cut off the excess yarn. Congratulations! You just made your first granny square. Next, let's go back and learn how to crochet round 1. As before, we'll start by observing the round 1. It's easier than the other rounds. A set of 3 double crochets and 3 chain stitches. Round 1 made up by 4 sets. And the center ring is made up of 5 chain stitches. Okay, let's start round 1 crochet. Get ready the yarn of round 1. First, we are going to make a loop. Wrap it around your index finger twice. Pinch this yarn with your fingers. The loop has been made. Place the loop on the hook. And pull the yarn to fix it. Then pop a chain stitch. Take out a marking clip and clip it on the first chain stitch you made just now. Now you have 5 chain stitches. Then pop a slip stitch into the first stitch. Insert your hook into this stitch. Remove the marking clip. Yarn over, pull through the stitch, and pull through the loop on your hook. The 5 chain stitches create a space. Let's mark the space with a marking clip. Pop 3 chain stitches like what you did in the other rounds. We need to pinch the excess yarn with the marked space to make it easier to hide it during the crocheting process. Two double crochets through the marked space. Continue crocheting 3 chain stitch. Then you are going to make 3 sets of 3 double crochets plus 3 chain stitches. Now we finished the half of round 1. We need 2 more sets of 3 DC and 3 chainses. It's easy to see where the space is, so we can remove the clip now. We need to keep pinching the yarn around the space together until we finish round 1. Let's crochet the rest to sets of 3 DC plus 3 CH. the last sets. You finished round 1 crochet. Yarn over, pull through the holes and also pull through the loop that is left on your hook. Cut off the yarn. Pull the yarn out with hook. Tighten the yarn. The round 1 is finished. Find the center yarn and pull it tight to make the whole square more compact. Thread the needle. Pass the needle through the holes of the stitches from side to side. The side looks like this. Cut off the excess yarn. That's all the granny square tutorial, followed by our connecting tutorial, which means you need to complete the rest of your granny squares. Okay, now let's connect to granny squares together. Let's start by looking at the front of the square, the side you were facing while crocheting. Actually, the front side will be like a shallow bowl like this. Let me explain the detail. All we need to do is join the stitches on the edges of the two squares with a needle. It is necessary to thread the needle through the stitches at the same position on both squares, so that your granny square bag will look great. Let's begin. Pick up the yarn. The length of the yarn we are going to use must be longer than 3 times of the length of the sides of the square. Thread the needle. Let's begin. First, find out the middle chain stitches of the edge space. Thread through both stitches with needle and set aside the yarn. Hold the yarn with squares. Run it again into the same stitches. And go through the loop. Pull the yarn to make it tighter. We've just made a knot. We can put this yarn between the two squares to hide it. Keep stitching. You don't have to tie it as tight as I do, since it might be difficult to connect the back. Go ahead and run the needle through the stitches. Maybe there's not enough yarn left to crochet the whole way. Let's learn how to replace the yarn with a new one if you find it's not long enough during the crochet process. We need make a knot, which means run through the same stitch twice and through the loop. Tighten the yarn. Change a new yarn and repeat the above step for the next stitch. And just keep running through the rest stitches. We've just demonstrated the tutorial for changing yarn. Return back and continue. This is the last one. We are going to make a knot. Okay, last step. Let's hide the yarn. First, go through the first 3 loops. Find the stitch in the center of the double crochet. And go through the stitch. Cut off the yarn. The other side in the same way. Run through the first 3 loops and the stitch in the center of the double crochet. And hide the yarn with the loop of double crochet. Cut the excess yarn. Of course, you can also choose to cut them off after you complete the bag. We need to repeat the above part again. Let's connect 4 squares together. You can still tell the difference between front and back by looking at the curvature of the sides. Put the 2 pieces together and let their fronts face to face again. Make a cant in the center chain stitch of the edge space, as before. And stitch in the same way. We are going to make 3 knots in this position. The first knot. The second knot should be made into the loop formed by connect yarn. The third knot. Same position on another piece. Since this is the weakest part of the bag, we've joined the 4 squares together at the edges in this way. Take some yarn with more than 3 times of the length of longer side. Thread the yarn. Start by find out the chain stitches at the center of edge space. Insert the needle through the 2 stitches. Do it again. And through the loop. Go ahead stitching. Here, we arrive at the point where we are going to make 3 knots. The first knot. Run through the same stitch twice and through the loop. The second knot. The third knot. Then go ahead and run the needle. Same as the starting position, the end position is the center chain stitch of the edge space. Make a knot at the end stitches. The yarn is a little short. Let's hide the yarn. This yarn is not long enough, so we choose to cut off the end instead. Okay, after hiding those yarn, let's see what the front looks like. We need to do the connecting work again on the other 4 squares. By doing the work again, now we have 2 large pieces. We need to find a nicely crocheted and even side on each square. Use the neat edge for the top of the bag. Put them together with their fronts face to face. This edge is the top of the bag. We need to stitch the other 3 sides together. We'll take it from here. And we need make 3 knots on each edge of the square. We're done here with a knot. Take the yarn and thread it through the needle. Let's rotate the squares to make it easier to see what is going on. Find the middle chain stitches of the edge space. Make a knot at this stitch. Run through the same stitch again. Through the low. A knot was formed. Keep stitching. Place the yarn between the 2 pieces to facilitate stitches. The first position to make 3 knots. The first stitch of knot. The second stitch of knot. The third stitch. The first one. The second one. I made it too tight when I sewed it up, so it is a little bit hard to through. The third one. We have finished 3 knots. And keep going. The second position to pop 3 knots. Rotate the square and continue. Let's speed up. The yarn isn't long enough. Let's change it. Don't forget to pop a knot when you restart. The third position to pop 3 knots. Keep going to the end. The fourth position to make 3 knots. Change the yarn again. The fifth position. Pop a knot at the last stitch. When we finish hiding the yarn, let's turn the bag inside out. Flatten the bag. Congratulations! You just made your first granny square bag. First, find out all the holes under the top side on the bag. We are going to pop a single crochet in each hole. The center space also need to crochet a single crochet. Put 2 single crochets into each edge space of each granny square. The second position to crochet 2 single crochets each edge space. The third position. The fourth position. We'll start with this center space to make it easier to learn single crochet. First, create a loop. Insert the hook into the loop and pull the yarn to fix it. Wrap the yarn around your fingers to hold the yarn. Insert your hook through the space. Yarn over. Pull through the space. There are 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through both loops. That's called single crochet. Let's do it again. Push your hook through the hole. Yarn over. Pull through the space. There will be 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through both loops. Keep going. Pop 2 single crochets into the first edge space. Pop 2 single crochets into the second edge space. You should crochet like this in every edge space. The second single crochet. Crochet the next hole. The stitch of last single crochet. When we finished, each of the 8 edge spaces has 2 single crochets. We crochet a slip crochet under the second stitch. Note it's the second stitch. Insert the hook into the loop. Yarn over and pull through the hole and pull through the loop on your hook. Cut the yarn. Tighten the yarn. And turn the bag over. Let's hide the yarn. Run through the center stitch of double crochet and through the loop of double crochet. We'll pick out one yarn and go through again. The other yarn in the same way. Make a knot. Knot again to fix them. Then flatten the bag. The final step is installing the shoulder straps. First, find these two spaces in the bag. Use the metal clasp to go through both spaces. It's easier to go through the side. Same way on the other side. All the steps are done. What do you think? Have you already mastered the basics of crochet?